for something big.
What are the answers to life's biggest questions? We're hidden in the verses of a poem. On the Poetry Show, we unravel the mysteries of the human heart through the art of poetry. We'll explore the depths of emotion, the power of language, and the timeless truths that have echoed through generations. Prepare to be challenged, inspired, and moved as we uncover the hidden meanings within the lines. Welcome to the Poetry Show. Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Reaction Room with Amy Fortran on the Poetry Show. Today we'll be reacting to the poem titled Choose Your Poison, written by Imabong Faminu. As usual, I would want you to come with me to the Poetry Show channel on YouTube so that we can bring out this poem, play it for you. Then afterwards, we'll bring out the life lessons hidden in this poem.
In the doldrums of life's many valleys, in the quiet despair of mingled days, in the desperate emptiness of wasted years, when bleak horizons yawn wide, choose your poison. During those vexing trials that torment and worry, in those days of doleful pondering, when thoughts and cares like storm clouds gather, during stifled nights devoid of sleep, choose your poison. Wine, beer, whiskey, or brandy, spirits to drown deep sorrows, the harlot's lair or unholy dalliance, temporary distractions to numb the mind, drug-induced states of heady excitement, short-lived haze distracting the senses, the clubhouse to dance the night away, or the blood rush of an underground fight club, extreme sports or dangerous games, availing a false sense of power and control, or are your poisons more tame? The gym to work up a sweat and depressurize, a night out with a gang to unwind, immersion into the magical treasures of nature, or the wonderlands of books and stories brought alive on screen. Are you the more rat window shopper or the unapologetic shopaholic? Amassing things and thingies, the devourer of chocolates, biscuits, sweets, and treats, stress eating the day's troubles away. Whichever the case, choose your poison. Choose your poison before the dark days come a-looming, to anchor yourself against life's coming tidal waves and cushion your fall when the inevitable blow comes. Your poison of choice will comfort against the long, dark night. Wine, beer, whiskey, or brandy, spirits to drown deep sorrows, the harlot's lair or unholy dalliance, temporary distractions to numb the mind, drug-induced states of heady excitement, short-lived haze distracting the senses, the clubhouse to dance the night away, or the blood rush of an underground fight club, extreme sports or dangerous games, availing a false sense of power and control? Or are your poisons more tame? The gym to work up a sweat and depressurize. A night out with a gang to unwind. Immersion into the magical treasures of nature. Or the wonderlands of books and stories brought alive on screen. Are you the more rat window shopper or the unapologetic shopaholic? Amassing things and thingies, the devourer of chocolates, biscuits, sweets, and treats, stress eating the day's troubles away. Whichever the case, choose your poison. Choose your poison before the dark days come looming, to anchor yourself against life's coming tidal waves, and cushion your fall when the inevitable blow comes. The poison of choice will comfort against the long, dark night.
Okay, this poem is really, really interesting. What we're going to do right now is that we're going to go back to play the poems, and we'll bring out those life lessons to explain what we're able to get from this poem. All right?
In the doldrums of life's many valleys, in the quiet despair of mingled days, in the desperate emptiness of wasted years, when bleak horizons yawn wide, choose your poison. During those vexing trials, that torment and worry, in those days of doleful pondering, when thoughts and cares like storm clouds gather, during stifled nights devoid of sleep, choose your poison. Wine, beer, whiskey, or brandy, spirits to drown deep sorrows.
The first lesson I was able to get from this poem is the power of choice. Life is full of challenges. At some point, everyone faces struggles, whether it's loneliness, stress, heartbreak, failure, or uncertainty about the future. The question isn't if you go through tough times, but how you handle them is what matters. The poem Choose Your Poison reveals an important truth. Your choices shape your future. Every action you take, especially during hard times, either builds you up or tears you down. Every choice you make is a stroke on the canvas of your destiny. Will you paint a masterpiece or a cautionary tale? I want us to understand that everyone faces struggles. Let's shatter this illusion. No one gets a free pass. The billionaire, the single parent, the artist, the student all face storms. Life is not always smooth. No one is immune to difficulties. Life doesn't care if you're ready. It will haul tsunamis of doubt, avalanches of heartbreak, and earthquakes of failure at you. Some days are bright and full of joy, while other days feel heavy with sorrow, stress, or disappointment. When is the burden of responsibilities, past regrets, or fear of the unknown? Life will test you. But there is a secret. You are not a passenger here, you are the pilot. In these moments, people seek comfort in different ways. Some drink to escape, others chase adrenaline to feel alive, while some turn to books, nature, or creativity to find peace. How you deal with pain determines whether you grow stronger or fall deeper into struggle. Hmm. Let's go back to the poem.
Wine, beer, whiskey, or brandy, spirits to drown deep sorrows, the harlot's lair, or unholy dalliance, temporary distractions to numb the mind, drug-induced states of heady excitement, short-lived haze distracting the senses, the clubhouse to dance the night away, or the blood rush of an underground fight club, extreme sports or dangerous games, availing a false sense of power and control, or are your poisons more tame? The gym to work up a sweat and depressurize, a night out with a gun to unwind, immersion into the magical treasures of nature, or the wonderlands of books and stories brought alive on screen. Are you the more rat window shopper or the unapologetic shopaholic? Amassing things and thingies, the devourer of chocolates, biscuits, sweets, and treats, stress eating the day's troubles away. Whichever the case, choose your poison.
The second lesson I was able to get from this poem is how you cope matters. Whether it is short term relief or long term impact. That is, short term relief versus long term impact. When life feels overwhelming, it's natural to seek relief. Your instincts will always scream, numb it, escape, hide. But all escapes, but not all escapes lead to freedom. Not all are created equal. Some dig deeper graves. There's one of the escapes we call destructive escape, which is drinking, gambling, reckless behavior, binge eating, or excessive shopping to make you feel good in the moment. But they create bigger problems in the long run. These choices can lead to addiction, financial struggles, health issues, and a deeper sense of emptiness. But there's another one, which we call healthy coping mechanisms, which involve exercise, meditation, reading, creating art, or spending time in nature. These can cause and provide relief, but in a way that nourishes your body and mind instead of harming them. The key difference? Some choices steal your future while others build it. The third lesson I was able to get from this is destruction versus growth. That is the power of discipline. We all know, and most time would think discipline feels like a cage until it becomes your wings. Let's drop the act. Growth hurts. It's easier to binge TikTok than learn a new language, easier to gossip than meditate, easier to fall into habits that offer instant gratification but bring long term damage. The real challenge is choosing what strengthens you instead of what weakens you. We also have self destruction. When we lack self control, we often choose temporary pleasure over lasting happiness. For example, spending money recklessly might feel good in the moment, but it leads to stress later. Then you have your growth and strength. Discipline helps us resist harmful choices and choose what benefits us in the long run. Working out, learning new skills, and practicing gratitude might not give instant pleasure, but they lead to a healthier, happier life. Your habits today shape your future tomorrow. If you train yourself to choose wisely, you will create a life filled with stability and strength. If you like this video, I want you to give us a big thumbs up. And if any part of this poem is actually resonating with you, I want you to put it down in the comment section. Also subscribe to our channel if you have not done so, and click on the notification bell so that whenever we post our poems, you will be the first to know. Alright, let's go back to the poem to bring out more life lessons. The fourth lesson I was able to get from this poem is you are in control. That is, make conscious choices. You are not a leaf in the wind, you are the storm. It's easy to feel like life is happening to you, but the truth is, you are responsible for your actions and their consequences. Instead of saying, I have no choice but to drink, eat, or shut my stress away, we want you to recognize that you always have a choice. Every time you pick up your phone, turn on the TV, or reach for comfort food, ask yourself, is this helping me or hurting me? Does this shrink me or expand me? Instead of reacting emotionally, pause, reflect, and choose with intention. Self control doesn't mean denying yourself happiness, no. It means choosing what will bring you real happiness instead of temporary relief. Let's go back to the poem again.
Choose your poison before the dark days come looming, to anchor yourself against life's coming tidal waves, and cushion your fall when the inevitable blow comes. Your poison of choice will comfort against the long, dark night.
The lesson I was able to get from this is prepare for life's storm. Crisis is coming. Will you be a statue or a storm chaser? Build resilience before you need it. Hard times are inevitable. One day you will face loss, failure, heartbreak, or disappointment. The question is, will you be ready? If you rely on destructive escapes, hard times will break you. But if you build healthy habits, you have the strength to handle life's toughest moments. Imagine two people facing the same crisis. One has spent years drowning their emotions in alcohol, unhealthy relationships, or material possessions. When hard times hit, he crumbles. The other has practiced discipline, mindfulness, and self care. When hardship comes, they remain steady because they've prepared for life's storms. Your future self depends on the choices you make today. Build a foundation of strength, and you'll be able to handle whatever comes your way. A simple mindset shift. Choose what uplifts you instead of escaping pain with things that drain you. Turn to what nourishes your soul. Instead of drinking to forget, sweat to remember who you are. Instead of wasting money, invest in knowledge. Instead of self pity, focus on self improvement. It's not about denying yourself joy, it's about choosing the kind of joy that lasts. You have the power to decide. Choose wisely, and your future self will thank you later. Your antidote awaits you. Will you brew it? The poem ends with a question: what is your poison? But the real question is: what is your antidote? Not avoiding pain, but using pain as a rocket fuel. Not surviving, but rewriting your story with ink made of grit. Imagine your future self if you keep choosing poison. They'll frail, regretful, whispering, why didn't I try? But if you choose antidotes, they are radiant, unshakable roaring. Look what I became. Final rallying cry. The world needs your fire. This isn't about being perfect, it's about being awake. When you're tired, rest. Don't quit. When you're scared, breathe. Don't flee. When you're broken, rebuild. Don't surrender. The world is drowning in mediocrity, numbed by screens and cheap escapes. We need you, the one who chooses different. This brings us to the end of our reaction video to the poem Choose Your Poison, written by Imabong Faminu. I'm going to recommend two books that will help you to choose wisely. And the first one I'm going to recommend is titled The Body Keeps the Score by Bessel van der Kolk. This particular book explores how trauma affects both mind and body, discusses various coping mechanisms and healing approaches. Then the second one I'm going to recommend also is titled Milk and Honey by Rupi Kaur. This particular one is about surviving difficult experiences, themes of healing, growth, and finding strength. The link to purchase the books that I recommended will be in the description below. And the link to the poem we just reacted to, Choose Your Poison by Imabong Faminu, will also be in the description below. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to our channel if you haven't done so. Also, click on the notification bell so that whenever we post our poems, you'll be notified. And follow us on our social media handles that will be displayed on the screen. Then if you want to have access to more of our poems written by different poets all over the world, make sure you go to our website www.poetree.ca. Till we meet you on the next video. Bye for now.